Hi, I'm Pat McGrew with McGrew Group, and I'm here with my friend Alexia Rizzi, who is in Italy. And Alexia, who do you work for, and what area do you cover?
I work for Stratego Group, that is the publishing house of my magazine, that is Il Poligrafico. And then I take care also of the stampamedia.net web portal and the social media, of course. And thank you for being here for the invitation.
So, Alexia, I wanted to come to you because I follow you and I've worked with you, and I know you watch the printing industry very carefully. So, what do you think the biggest story is going to be when we go into 2023? Is it about economy? Is it about efficiency? Is it about new machines? What's the big story we'll be following?
Okay, before telling the near future story of graphic arts, especially in Italy, of course, we need to describe the landscape in which the story unfolds. Right now, the scenario is critical for several reasons. Just as the printer were out of the pandemic and think about to reorganize themselves in what we call the new normal post-pandemic, other problems knock at the door, and such as the energy price increases of gas and electricity as the result of the war in Ukraine. The difficulty of finding raw materials such as paper, but not only, others electronic components, for example, and then logistical problems and increase of the cost of the transports. So this is the scenario. All of these completely upset the priority of the Italian printers. And in 21-22, the Italian government has made available to the printing companies, but in general to the companies, an important tax relief for investment in technology in they call Industry 4.0. And this caused the increase of the sales of last generation equipment. So in the last two years, to date, the company have purchased both small and large format digital printers, not just digital, but also offset, flexo, whatever they need. But also finishing systems, last generation finishing system, and also embellishment. The focus are now for the next future, because we don't know what will happen, is on process efficiency, the reduction of waste and energy consumption, automation, and optimization of work in general and workflow, and also bringing back in-house processes that they were outsourced.
Do you think that we'll see consolidations in the printing industry there, with companies buying other companies and merging? Or do you think that the current players in the market, the current printers in the market, will be able to survive and grow on their own?
We had a lot of merge and acquisition, especially in Italy. There are big groups and against small companies. I think that the big issue now is the digital transition. Not just. I think that especially in the small and medium sites PSP, they need to approach digital, but not just digital technology. I mean, also digital as a business model, digital as a mindset to survive in the market. And I think the company, the PSPs, that they will not do that, they will have more and more problems in the futures. And also another issue is as I told before, the problem with the increase of cost of energy and the cost of the work that will decide on the survival of companies or not. As what concerns the big groups, they are pioneer in technology. They merge and they become more and more big, and they have the strength to become a pioneer, but also to lead the development of digital technology, of technology in general, as a partner with the suppliers. They act in the first line of the development of technology, and so they will have a good future, I think.
So I was with you earlier this year at Print for All in
Yes,
Milan. Very large show,
yes,
very well attended. We
yes.
saw many printers come with a shopping list, things they wanted to see. But we also had Printing United here in the US a few weeks ago,
Mhm,
and good attendance, a lot of people with shopping lists. But in 2024, we're supposed to have Drupa.
mhm.
And my question for you is, are these big shows important for printers? Do they want to go to big shows to see equipment and talk to vendors? Or would they rather, do you think, vendors come visit them?
I think that Drupa, you talked about the Print for All and the Printing United. I think there was a big excitement to come back to the shows live to meet face to face. And I think that Drupa for printers around the world, and also for the Italian printers, of course, has always been a milestone, able to with his 4-year periodicity to mark the evolution of the generation of the technology. Of course, today the companies and also exhibition and vendor as well and suppliers communicate. The communication has changed for them. They embrace hybrid solution, virtual and physical. But surely the return of Drupa in presence, I think it will attract a lot of public, the Italian one. As you told, we had the Print for All. It took place as the first trade show after the pandemic, and it was a real success. And I think Italian people love exhibition, love to meet each other, to shake hands with customers and suppliers, to see live the technology demonstration. And also from the supplier point of view, I think that also Printing United Expo was a success because they wait this show in order to have a demonstration of their last generation technology. Drupa will continue to be a point of reference, I think, for the global marketing industry, with the change that the contemporary world required. And then a generation of printers grow up with Drupa. Also, as journalists, we love it, definitely.
I love Drupa. I learned so much there.
Yes, it's a school.
It is. It's like a master's degree. So let's turn a moment to sustainability. I hear it everywhere. I hear that it's important. I hear that printers, they have new regulations to follow, but their customers are also asking them about sustainable practice. I know with Brand Revolution Lab that you're a part of, that it must be part of that conversation as well.
Yes.
How important are these initiatives and how will that change printing?
The trend of sustainability is growing. There is no doubt about that. For some print, I think there is the value included in their corporate vision and mission. And the PSP, there are PSP that proudly communicate their new certification. The Quo Vadis is very important now, and this is gaining momentum, and the Cradle to Cradle too in this moment, also in Italy. And some choose to be B Corp or to become benefit company. And they start to produce also sustainability reports. All this require an important change of mentality inside the companies, not just review of process, but also I see to another way to manage the company. But of course, the green represent also a stronger competitive driver, especially for the PSP that work with big brand, but also with global publishers, because these print buyers require all these green process. They require data. They require to know everything about not just the product, but all the process of the printing production. But I think that the green world is still divided in two parts. There is another part that, especially in Italy, we have small companies, and that they compete on the price, and if sustainability involves additional management cost, is not still not considered. Just what for law obligation and requirement, legal one, and they don't do the next step to sustainability.
So there's room for growth there.
And as you told, at the Brand Revolution Lab, this show that we organized, that is the experimental digital and printing show, we had sustainability as a big driver, big topic.
And that does not surprise me, right? That I expect that. So my last question for you is about predicting the future in a way. For all the printers that you deal with and the people that you work with who are buying that print, what should they be looking for? Is new digital print and embellishment capability something that they should be focused on? Should they be looking at elements of print that can use Industry 4.0? What should they be looking at to grow over 2023?
As we say in Italy, we have to look at reality face to face, and to be honest, I think that they are looking for efficiency. Technology suppliers strategies are all going in this direction, because they offer they offer to the market integrated full digital lines, but also hybrid lines, flexibility, advanced software, artificial intelligence applied to software. And I think that all these new technology are going in the direction of efficiency, and because the printers need the market is asking this one. Even digital machines, the last generation one that we see, are becoming more and more efficient. They have fewer components, easy management, predictive maintenance, less waste. And the mantra, it seems to be also the reduction of the number of operators needed on the machine. Not just for managing one equipment, but also entire production line, because the cost of the work is growing, and the cost of energy is growing. PSP, they have to cover all a lot of costs. I think that there are big challenges for the futures for the coming years.
Do you have the same challenge in Italy that many of the people I talk to have around finding workers to work in the printing companies?
Yes, yes. There is a problem extended to all the supply chain of the graphic arts, and all printers, but also suppliers ask for workers specialized in IC and in managing equipment, and it seems that young people don't aren't attracted from the printing world, and they are wrong. I say, because there is a lot to learn. There is a lot of technologies. There is a lot of opportunity to grow up and to learn a very nice job.
Wonderful. Alexia, thank you so much for your time. It's been a really important conversation, I think. And hopefully we'll be able to do this again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share the vision of the Italian market now and in the future. And see you soon. Thank you, Pat.